What was the thing you feel confident to join to Yamaha in 2003, even though the moment is so bad for Yamaha?
Yes, in that moment, the decision looks quite crazy because it was a bad moment for Yamaha, especially 2003. The bike had the M1 had a lot of problems, and the result doesn't arrive. No. But I feel confident from the first moment to Yamaha because I know the great history of these manufacturers. And I know that Yamaha was very competitive in the past with the two-stroke, but also with four-stroke. So I think it was just a bad moment for unlucky. But I think together we will have a good potential to improve the bike and to fix the problems. And from Yamaha side, I feel also a big effort for take me. I remember, so why Yamaha think at me for fix the bike?
The first of all, you already the champion, and then I've heard the rumor you are not only good rider but also the development rider. So that's why I counted on very much.
It was a good idea.
Yeah. I have another question regarding the joining to Yamaha for you. You explained about the history in the past was very good with the two-stroke cycles. But around 2003, we already lost around 10 seasons for the premium class. So what was the difference before you come to Yamaha and after come to Yamaha?
So for me, I arrived in 500 with the Honda in 2000, and I battled against Yamaha with the two strokes. But already in that moment, the Yamaha two strokes was very, very strong. And yes, was a lot of time that Yamaha doesn't win the championship, but just for me, for a rider problem, because in that time, Mick Doohan was riding a Honda, and he was the stronger on the circuit. For that reason, Honda won a lot of times because the two-stroke 500 of Yamaha was more or less at the same level, so it was very strong.
Okay. Well, back to the subject of the 2003 and 4. The first test in Malaysia, you selected the right engines. That was newest engines, but power is so low. Yeah. But you selected that one. So how comes you selected the right one, even though the less power?
Yeah, because the normal engine that the M1 used in 2003 have a good power, a good top speed, but it was very difficult to manage because the engine character was difficult to understand from the bike and too nervous. The other engine, that was the engine that was the new engine that you prepare for the test, was clearly slower, but a lot more easy to use. So I think that with some experience and some development, is possible gain some power without lose the good riding of the engine. So for that reason, I choose that one.
Okay. After the Malaysia test, we spent almost 2 months and a half to go to the South Africa. Very exciting racing. Yeah. Did you predict the winning in the South Africa?
So at the beginning, for sure, no, because we can start with the test just in January, no? But after I tried the bike the first time, I was a lot more confident because except some small problem, for me the bike was already quite competitive. So after the first test, I started to think at the first race. Because we have 3 months, because the first race was in April, 3 months to try for this dream that just 3 or 4 months before was very crazy just to think of this. So start step by step, make a good test, go also in Phillip Island in Australia and Barcelona, and we arrive at the first race, ready to win in a very strange, incredible moment of shape, and we won the first race. For me, anyway, it was a great surprise. What do you think when I crossed the line?
Yeah, I also expected the possibility of the winning in South Africa.
Yeah.
But that was a big challenge and a very short period. And step by step, we improved the power, because you explained about our new engine is very smooth and sweet, but less power. So I'm a little bit worried about the horsepower. But after we tried to upgrade the engines, catch up the competitor. And then South Africa, the Max Biaggi came to me, and then he said, that's incredible. Also in Japanese, shinjirarenai. So that was a funny experience for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know this.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, yes. Unforgettable.
Yeah. So the best thing is you selected the right one to start, like top of the button, you know. So then we can put another button to down. So that was a successful experience. So
Yeah.
Very exciting.
What was the start? The choice was the start, yes. I was lucky
Yes.
to make the right decision.
Yeah, that is probably point you are not a normal rider. So that is the reason that I thought you were special. So if you missed the selections of the engine, maybe disaster.
yeah, maybe the history was different. Yeah.
Right. Here we have all of the bikes from 2004 through 2010. So what is your the best bike for you? And also the memorable bike for you?
Yeah, for me, we have to divide, no? Before we have to divide between the 1000 and the 800. And so the first bike of 2004 is we love that bike because it's the first victory, but it's not the best M1. The second M1, the bike of 2005, maybe was the best M1 because was able to win 11 races, and we did a great job for that bike because that bike put together the good agility of Yamaha. But also a good engine with a good top speed. So in that
Right.
season, we had the best bike. And after, I put the M1 of 2008. That was the second 800 because in 2007 the bike have some problem. But after a great effort of all Yamaha guys, we improved a lot of the bike, and the M1 of 2008 was very competitive, fast in the straight and also in the corners. So I think my favorite are 2005 and 2008.
Okay.
And what about you? What do you think? Which is the best M1?
Yeah, I have the same the idea. 2005 is probably the best bike I designed because 2004 is some of the compromising of the redesign to the new M1 because of we took advantage of some of the parts from 2003. So the worst one in 2004 is cam chain system.
Yep.
Chain is driving the camshaft.
Yeah.
It looks like a production bike.
Yeah.
That is the most thing I worried about. So 2005, I completely redesigned. Then cam gear train, lots of gear train,
Yep.
it drives the camshaft. So 2005 is the best. And but 2006, unfortunately, the chattering problems came.
Yeah.
And also the tire and changing the displacement of the engines. 2007 is very sad.
Yeah.
And 2008, once again, I put a lot of energy to make the bike. So exactly the same as you are feeling. 2005 and 8 is the best.
Yes, in 2008 also a lot of improvement in the electronic side.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are agreed.
Okay.